Sources close to the family of rapper Yo Gotti confirm the man killed outside a Hickory Hill event center is Gotti's brother.
In the heart of Memphis, emotions run high as Yo Gotti faces a double blow, mourning the loss of his brother and navigating who was behind the fatal shooting. Now suspicion hangs in the air, and tensions rise as Yo Gotti issues a stark warning to everyone in Memphis, drawing a line in the sand. In the midst of grief, he makes it clear that crossing his path will not be tolerated. Join us as we dive into how Yo Gotti threatens everyone in Memphis after his brother's tragic demise and explore the unfolding events in the wake of this ominous warning. Feud intensifies. In the wake of the tragic shooting that claimed the life of Yo Gotti's brother, Big Juke, the hip-hop scene in Memphis is now ablaze with intensified tensions and suspicions. The incident outside Perignon's restaurant and event center has not only left the city in shock, but has also fueled the flames of an already smoldering feud between Yo Gotti and the very place that once nurtured his musical roots. As news spread about the fatal shooting, whispers and speculations began to circulate. The police terming it a targeted attack only added fuel to the rumors. With Big Juke's ties to Yo Gotti, the question on everyone's mind is whether this tragedy was a consequence of the ongoing challenges within the Memphis hip-hop community. The late young Dolph, for whom Memphis was both a home and a stage, faced a similar fate before. The pain that Gotti now feels is not an isolated incident, but a reflection of a recurring narrative of violence and loss within the Memphis hip-hop community. The air is thick with tension as Yo Gotti, grieving the loss of his brother, seems to cast a wary eye on the very city that once celebrated his rise. Sources suggest that Memphis might be under the radar of Gotti as a place that claimed not just his brother's life, but also that of another prominent rapper, young Dolph, marking a distressing pattern of violence against the backdrop of their shared hometown. In a city where hip-hop beats pulse through the streets, Gotti's warning echoes like a drum, resonating with a haunting intensity. The streets of Memphis now serve as a battleground for the legacy of fallen artists and the unresolved conflicts that continue to shape the city's music scene. As the city holds its breath, awaiting answers to the questions swirling in the aftermath of Big Juke's tragic death, one thing is clear. The feud between Yo Gotti and Memphis has reached a boiling point. The narrative has taken an unexpected turn, leaving fans and onlookers hooked on the unfolding drama, wondering how this tale of rivalry, suspicion, and grief will play out on the hip-hop stage of Memphis. Big Juke's death. On a fateful Saturday afternoon, January 13th, tragedy struck outside Perignon's restaurant and event center in Memphis. It was here that a shooting took place, claiming the life of Anthony Big Juke Mims, the older brother of renowned rapper Yo Gotti. The incident occurred around 4:15 p.m., leaving the community in shock and disbelief. Reports indicate that two men were shot during the incident, with Big Juke being one of the victims. He was immediately rushed to St. Francis Hospital, but despite the efforts of medical professionals, he was pronounced dead upon arrival. The loss of Big Juke has left a void in the hearts of his loved ones and the music industry as a whole. The details surrounding the shooting remain shrouded in mystery. Authorities have described it as a targeted attack, suggesting that Big Juke may have been specifically singled out by the suspect. However, no suspects have been identified or arrested at this time, leaving the investigation ongoing and the community on edge. The shooting took place during a repast service at the restaurant, where both Big Juke and the other victim were in attendance. It is unclear if Yo Gotti, whose real name is Mario Centel Gaiden Mims, was present during the incident. The rapper has not publicly commented on the tragedy, leaving fans and supporters anxiously awaiting his response. As the investigation continues, the shocking reality of gun violence and its devastating consequences are once again brought to the forefront. Anthony Big Juke Mims, the beloved brother of Yo Gotti, was more than just a family member. He played a significant role in Yo Gotti's career and was a pillar of support throughout their lives. Big Juke, known for his larger-than-life personality, was a constant presence in Yo Gotti's journey as a rapper. He proudly promoted his brother's record label, CMG The Label, also known as the Collective Media Group, on his Instagram. Big Juke's unwavering support and dedication to Yo Gotti's success were evident in his actions and words. Born and raised in Memphis, Big Juke shared a deep bond with his younger brother. They grew up together, navigating the challenges of life and pursuing their dreams side by side. Big Juke's influence on Yo Gotti's music and career cannot be overstated. He provided guidance, inspiration, and a sense of family that fueled Yo Gotti's rise to fame. While Yo Gotti's stage name may be well known, it's important to remember that he started his journey as Lil Yo. His real name, Mario Centel Gaiden Mims, reflects the roots from which he emerged. Yo Gotti's debut album, Youngstars on a Come Up, released in 1996, marked the beginning of his ascent in the rap industry. Over the years, he evolved and rebranded himself as Yo Gotti, solidifying his place among the industry's elite. Yo Gotti's talent and dedication to his craft have earned him numerous accolades, including nominations for multiple BET BET Hip Hop Awards. In 2014, his album I Am was nominated for Album of the Year, showcasing his ability to captivate audiences with his unique style and lyrical prowess. Collaborations with esteemed artists such as Nicki Minaj, Lil Uzi Vert, and Kanye West have further cemented Yo Gotti's influence in music. The loss of Big Juke has undoubtedly left a void in Yo Gotti's life and career, but is also a huge loss to the music industry. Shooting suspects. In the aftermath of the heartbreaking shooting that claimed the life of Yo Gotti's brother, Big Juke, a storm of speculation swirls around the mysterious circumstances, drawing connections to the broader dynamics of Memphis hip-hop. The whispers of potential suspects are nuanced, and here's why the streets are buzzing with intrigue. Firstly, there's talk of an alleged heated showdown between Big Juke and an unnamed figure just days before the tragic incident. Rumors suggest a tense exchange, heightening emotions in a city already grappling with the aftermath of Young Dolph's recent murder. The shadow of Young Dolph's tragic fate looms large over the unfolding events. Some speculate that Big Juke's death could be linked to the complex web of violence and revenge in Memphis rather than a straightforward retaliation. Adding an unexpected twist to the narrative, there are whispers of a mysterious figure with ties to the Memphis rap scene orchestrating these events. The speculation extends beyond traditional rivalries, hinting at clandestine dealings that transcend the world of music. Intriguingly, the rumor mill suggests that the motives behind Big Juke's tragic demise may be rooted in a power struggle within the Memphis hip-hop landscape. This is not just a tale of personal vendettas, it's a layered narrative involving the intricate dynamics of the city's music industry. Connecting the dots becomes even more fascinating when you consider the influence of various factions within the Memphis rap scene. True La Mafia, a notorious street gang linked to Young Dolph's murder, is now part of the speculations, with connections to elements in the broader music community adding complexity to the narrative. As we navigate through this tangled web of speculations and uncertainties, it's crucial to approach it with a critical eye. Rumors spread swiftly, and the truth might be obscured by the intrigue surrounding Big Juke's death. The loss of Big Juke and Young Dolph has left a void in the hearts of their fans, and the consequences of these events could reverberate throughout the Memphis rap scene. One burning question hangs in the air. Who is behind the tragedy, and what motives drive this complex narrative? Until concrete evidence surfaces, caution is key. As we navigate through this murky terrain of rumors and uncertainties, one thing remains certain: the truth, when it emerges, will redefine the landscape of Memphis rap. For now, we can only watch and wait, hoping that justice will prevail and bring closure to the lives lost in this tragic narrative. Was Young Dolph avenged? The hip-hop world was shaken to its core with the tragic demise of Memphis rapper Young Dolph. The enigmatic circumstances surrounding his death have fueled intense speculation and conspiracy theories, with fingers pointing in various directions. One prevailing rumor suggests that the feud between Yo Gotti and Young Dolph, dating back to 2014, might have deeper roots than just a record label rejection. The rivalry, marked by diss tracks, subliminal messages, and public spats, escalated beyond music and spilled into the streets, reaching a dangerous level. Black Youngstar, an artist under Gotti's CMG label, played a significant role in intensifying the tension, including a diss track and a visit to Dolph's neighborhood armed. The bitter conflict between Gotti and Dolph reached its peak, leaving a trail of animosity. Young Dolph's tragic death in November 2021 left a void in the Memphis rap scene, particularly for his close associate, Key Glock. The loss affected Glock emotionally and raised questions about potential repercussions on the dynamics of Memphis rap. As rumors circulate, one particularly ominous claim suggests that the retaliation for Young Dolph's death might not be limited to Key. Glock seeking revenge. The narrative entertains the possibility that the same individual or group could be responsible for both Dolph's death and the recent tragic shooting of Yo Gotti's brother. This intriguing angle raises questions about the depth of connections within the Memphis rap scene, involving loyalty, street codes, and the influence of the city's criminal underbelly. The narrative proposes that perhaps a larger, more sinister force is manipulating events behind the scenes, orchestrating a web of violence and vendetta. If proven true, the alleged connection between the deaths of Young Dolph and Yo Gotti's brother suggests a carefully orchestrated plan rather than a spontaneous act of retaliation. The alignment of True La Mafia, a notorious street gang in Memphis, with CMG adds complexity to the narrative, pointing to potential ties between street gangs, record labels, and artists. As the lines between reality and speculation blur in this complex narrative, the aftermath of tragedy leaves its mark on the Memphis rap scene. The speculation that Young Dolph may have been avenged gains credence when considering the close ties between Yo Gotti and his brother, Big Juke. The emotional connection and loyalty within their family could have prompted someone associated with Dolph's camp to view Big Juke as a potential target, seeking retribution for the unresolved conflicts between Gotti and Dolph. This possibility opens up a narrative where external forces, driven by the blurred lines between art and reality, may have orchestrated a carefully planned act of revenge. The dark undercurrents of the music industry, entangled with street codes and personal vendettas, create an intricate web that influences the actions of those involved. The unfolding drama keeps fans and onlookers hooked, wondering how this intricate tale will shape the future of Memphis hip-hop, Key Glock, and young Dolph's relationship. Just as Yo Gotti shared a deep and personal connection with his brother Big Juke, the relationship between Key Glock and young Dolph transcended the typical mentorship found in the rap game. They were family. Much like the profound bond that linked Gotti to his brother, Key Glock had a close and familial relationship with young Dolph, whose life was tragically claimed a few years back in Memphis. The echoes of these losses reverberate through the tight-knit fabric of the Memphis hip-hop community, emphasizing the personal toll that such events can take on artists who share more than just a musical journey. In both instances, the connections were not solely professional. They were rooted in a genuine camaraderie that extended beyond the spotlight, showcasing the profound impact that these relationships can have on the artists and the city they call home. The bond between Key Glock and Dolph Young goes beyond the typical mentorship in the rap game. They are family. Rapping was truly a family affair for these two talented artists. Key Glock, born Markevius LaShun Cathy on August 3, 1997, and Dolph Young, known as Young Dolph, were actually cousins. Growing up together, they shared a special bond that extended beyond their bloodline. As youngsters, Key Glock and Dolph Young were inseparable. They spent countless hours together, exploring their shared passion for music and dreaming of making it big in the rap game. Little did they know that their dreams would soon become a reality. In 2017, Key Glock's mixtape Glock Season was released, catapulting him into the spotlight. During this time, Dolph recognized his cousin's raw talent and took him under his wing. Dolph saw something special in Key Glock, and he became his mentor, guiding him through the intricacies of the music industry. Together, they spent countless hours in the studio, honing their craft and perfecting their unique styles. Dolph's experience and wisdom served as a guiding light for Key Glock, who looked up to his cousin with admiration and respect. Key Glock's rise to fame was not without the support and influence of Dolph. Many considered Key Glock to be Dolph's protege, and their collaborations on various songs showcased their undeniable chemistry. Tracks like Penguins, The Three, and Baby Joker became fan favorites, solidifying their status as a dynamic duo in the rap world. Their success as a team extended beyond individual songs. They completed multiple full-length albums together, including the critically acclaimed Dumb and Dumber in 2019, followed by Dumb and Dumber 2 in 2021. These albums showcased their seamless flow and undeniable chemistry, captivating audiences worldwide. Key Glock and Dolph Young became synonymous with each other's success as their careers flourished. They were not just cousins, but partners in crime, pushing each other to new heights and inspiring one another to reach their full potential. However, tragedy struck on November 17, 2021, when Dolph's life was tragically cut short. He was shot and killed at Makeda's Cookies in their hometown of Memphis, leaving a permanent void in Key Glock's heart. The loss of his mentor and cousin profoundly impacted Key Glock. In an interview with Billboard, he candidly expressed how Dolph was his motivation and mental hype man. Dolph believed in Key Glock's talent and pushed him to see his own potential, even when Key Glock couldn't see it himself. Since Dolph's passing, Key Glock has been navigating the music industry without his guiding light. The thrill and passion for music have dimmed, and Key Glock admits that the pain of losing Dolph has taken a toll on him. Nevertheless, Key Glock remains determined to carry on Dolph's legacy and the paper route empire they built together. Alongside artists like Snoop, Wu, King, Jay, and Big Moochie Grape, they are committed to honoring Dolph's vision and striving for excellence in their music careers. Key Glock's latest album release, Yellow Tape 2, was produced under Dolph's Paper Route Empire record label. While the album does not include young Dolph on the record, it serves as a testament to their shared vision and the legacy they built together. Looking ahead, Key Glock has expressed an interest in expanding his career beyond music. He envisions himself making a splash in Hollywood, using his natural talent for acting to captivate audiences on the big screen. Key Glock believes he doesn't need formal acting training, as he feels the same ease and confidence in acting as he does in rapping. Key Glock has already showcased his creativity and directorial skills by directing his own music videos. He has a keen eye for storytelling and a desire to push boundaries, evident in his video for Look at They Face, where he played multiple characters. Key Glock's versatility and natural talent make him a promising candidate for success in the acting world. Despite his challenges and pain, Key Glock remains committed to giving his best in everything he does. He knows that's what Dolph would have wanted for him and for the entire Paper Route Empire family. They all share a common goal: to continue Dolph's legacy and strive for excellence in their respective careers. Yo Gotti after his brother's death. Despite the immense pain and grief he is experiencing, Yo Gotti shows his resilience by making a surprising return to the stage just days after the devastating loss. It was a night filled with anticipation and raw emotions as Yo Gotti surprised fans at 42 Doug's concert less than a week after the devastating loss of his brother. The venue, Little Caesars Arena, was packed with eager fans, unaware of the immense pain Yo Gotti was carrying in his heart. The crowd erupted in cheers and applause as Yo Gotti walked onto the stage. Dressed in an all-white outfit, he exuded a sense of angelic resilience, determined to honor his brother's memory through his music. And then, the moment arrived. Yo Gotti took the microphone and began performing his hit song, F You. The energy in the arena was electric as fans sang along, their voices intertwining with Yo Gotti's powerful lyrics. Despite the weight of his grief, Yo Gotti looked resplendent on stage, adorned with iced-out chains that shimmered under the spotlight. It was a visual representation of his strength and determination to rise above the pain and continue doing what he loves. The crowd, moved by Yo Gotti's presence and performance, showered him with love and support. They recognized the immense courage it took for him to step back into the spotlight so soon after such a devastating loss. In a brief pause between songs, Yo Gotti took a moment to soak in the applause, his eyes filled with gratitude and emotion. It was a powerful reminder that music has the ability to heal, unite, and provide solace in the darkest of times. Yo Gotti continued his performance with renewed energy and determination, pouring his heart and soul into each lyric. The stage became a sanctuary, a place where he could momentarily escape the pain and find solace in the music that had always been his refuge. Throughout the night, Yo Gotti captivated the audience with his raw talent, powerful stage presence, and unwavering commitment to his craft. It was a testament to his resilience and his unbreakable spirit. As the concert came to an end, Yo Gotti took a final bow, his face beaming with a mixture of exhaustion and satisfaction. He had proven to himself and to the world that he could rise above the pain and continue pursuing his passion, even in the face of unimaginable loss. Yo Gotti and Big Juke shared a bond that went beyond brotherhood. They were family, trusted confidants, and partners in the music industry. Big Juke played a significant role in Yo Gotti's record label, Collective Music Group, CMG, contributing his expertise in business and promotion. While Yo Gotti was the face of CMG, Big Juke worked tirelessly behind the scenes, ensuring the success of the label's roster of talented artists. His dedication and hard work were instrumental in shaping CMG into the powerhouse it is today. Together, they navigated the music industry, facing both triumphs and challenges. Their shared experiences created an unbreakable bond built on trust, mutual respect, and a shared passion for music. Big Juke's tragic death sent shockwaves through the music community, leaving Yo Gotti devastated and grappling with an immense sense of loss. The impact of losing his brother, his partner, and his closest confidant was immeasurable. At Big Juke's funeral, Yo Gotti stood alongside family and friends, his grief palpable. The weight of the loss was evident in his eyes as he mourned the untimely departure of his beloved brother. In the wake of the tragedy, Yo Gotti took time to reflect on his brother's life and legacy. He recognized the immense impact Big Juke had on his own journey and the lives of those around him. Big Juke's memory would forever be etched in Yo Gotti's heart and serve as a driving force in his music career. Returning to the studio, Yo Gotti channeled his emotions into his music, using it as a cathartic outlet for his grief. The lyrics became a vessel through which he could express his pain, his love, and his longing for his brother. Yo Gotti poured his heart out on stage, performing emotional songs dedicated to Big Juke. Each lyric carried the weight of his loss, resonating with fans who had also experienced the pain of losing a loved one. In the midst of his own grief, Yo Gotti used his platform to advocate for unity and an end to the violence that had taken his brother's life. He recognized the importance of coming together as a community, supporting one another, and spreading love in the face of tragedy. As Yo Gotti continues on his musical journey, he carries his brother's legacy with him every step of the way. Big Juke's spirit lives on through Yo Gotti's music, reminding us all of the enduring power of love, resilience, and the bonds that transcend life and death. Who killed Yo Gotti's brother in reality? After this whole discussion, now only one question remains. Who killed Yo Gotti's brother? It was around 4:15 p.m. when chaos erupted. Two men, including Big Juke, were inside a car when they were suddenly ambushed by an unknown assailant. Gunshots rang out, shattering the peace and tranquility of the area. The sound of sirens soon filled the air as emergency services rushed to the scene. Anthony Mims, affectionately known as Big Juke, suffered fatal injuries in the attack. Despite the best efforts of medical professionals at St. Francis Hospital, his life could not be saved. The second victim, whose identity remains undisclosed, was also gravely wounded in the shooting. They were immediately transported to another hospital via airlift, where they currently remain in critical condition. condition. The gravity of the situation only intensified as the investigation unfolded. The Memphis Police Department swiftly responded to the scene, launching a thorough investigation into the incident. Law enforcement officials suspect that the two victims were specifically targeted, raising questions about the motive behind this heinous act. As the investigation continues, the community has been left grappling with the shock and grief of losing Big Juke, a beloved figure in the hip-hop world. Social media platforms have been flooded with messages of condolences and support for the family and friends of the deceased. Clips of Yo Gotti and Big Juke attending a funeral before the shooting have gone viral, further amplifying the heartbreak and sorrow surrounding this tragic event. Fans from all corners of the globe have expressed their sympathies, sharing their memories, and paying tribute to the life and legacy of Big Juke. However, amidst the outpouring of grief, there have also been unfounded claims and insinuations linking this incident to the long-standing feud between Yo Gotti and another Memphis-based rapper, Young Dolph. The speculation surrounding their beef has resurfaced, with some suggesting that Big Juke's death may be connected to the ongoing conflict. It is important to note that these theories are purely speculative at this point, and law enforcement officials have not commented on any larger conspiracy or Big Juke's connection to Yo Gotti. The focus remains on gathering evidence, analyzing witness testimonies, and identifying the perpetrator responsible for this senseless act of violence. The Memphis Police Department has assured the public that they are diligently working to bring justice to the victims and their families. They are currently analyzing video footage of the shooting, hoping to glean crucial information that will aid in the apprehension of the suspect. While the investigation continues, it is crucial for the community to come together, support one another, and refrain from spreading baseless rumors or engaging in speculation. The focus should remain on honoring the memory of Big Juke and providing comfort to those affected by this tragedy. This was all from our side. Thank you for staying with us. If you enjoy our content, our newest videos are just a click away.